Thursday afternoon chat. Your favorite artists with Jayar.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome Brandon Heath to the radio broadcast.
We're on camera, so I felt like I had to do something.
Did you dress up for me?
No, I did kind of dress up today, didn't I?
Yeah, you look fancy.
Wearing my best black, which is cleanest, black jeans.
Yeah.
And my button up. Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, I'm going to see. I put cologne on, too. Because I wanted to smell good for
yeah.
you.
It is radio, so
Yeah,
that's
is.
great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the thought. Are you all right?
I'm all right. You all right?
Good.
I just came from a song write.
Okay.
So
Anything good?
it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't one of those that you walk away like feeling like it's going to be your...
Honey, pack up. We're moving to
yeah.
a bigger house.
Yes. No, it wasn't one of those.
Yeah.
But it was one of those that needed to be written.
Okay.
You know, I feel like some songs need to be written so you can get to the other songs.
Right.
But then sometimes those songs that need to be written come back and surprise you a little bit. So
Yeah. I should have said, honey, we're moving to a bigger house because Brandon Lake says so.
because Brandon Lake, well done.
Because everything he writes is
Yeah,
like
exactly.
anybody. There's those guys who, if they end up on if they end up being a guest vocalist with too many people,
Mm-hmm.
they end up being like, it was who was it back? Ja Rule back in the late 90s, early 2000s. Like every song featured Ja Rule.
I know.
And I feel like Danny Goki had a window over the past couple of years where every song featured Danny Goki. Now it's Brandon Lake. I have to tell you something about let's see. I forget if this was a question for you, if it was a comment I was going to bring up when you came in. All right, Brandon, because of excessive snoring, because of weight gain, my wife has insisted that I put a bed in the office at our house.
Mm-hmm.
So now, pretty frequently, she's got to be up anytime before 10. She's like, you need to go sleep in your office because of the snoring.
Okay.
So, like, I have my own space for the first time. It's like, yeah, it's
Are
where
you kind of loving it?
Oh, I absolutely love it. I
Yeah.
don't let on how much I love it to
Right.
her, but
Mhm.
I can set the music, I can set the lighting, I can put a fan on me. It's Florida. And so I absolutely love it, but I painted the walls and everything. It's like my own space. I mean, it's my house, but as the dad, it's like this world is your guys' world. I just pay for it all.
I secretly like it when I get a cold and my wife quarantines me because I go downstairs to the basement where I can Netflix and chill for hours on end and watch all the shows that I don't get to watch
Yeah.
as late as I want to watch them.
Yeah.
Because, we're not sharing a bedroom at the moment. And
She's like, you have a stuffy nose every night when you come. I don't know. It's
every Friday
allergies.
night when a new
allergies.
Star Wars comes out, what is the deal?
I don't know. Maybe it's a deficient vitamin C. Well, the reason I bring that up is there are on that wall that's now freshly painted, and I was able to make it my own. There are 3 things on the wall: an autographed Newcastle United jersey on one side, a Toby Mac Diversity Crew plaque of 500,000 albums sold,
Sales.
and a Brandon Heath #1 single for "See Me Through It" on the wall.
Yes, sir.
So you are in my man cave.
I love it. Listening to you snore.
Yeah.
Well, man, I really appreciate you just being a part of that.
Yeah.
That song, man.
Thanks for sending me the plaque.
You got it.
Yeah, you spelled Jayar right. That's not a given.
Jayar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know where
Can't
that's? I should probably. It's okay story. When I was new in radio, I was working in Seattle for like a Kiss FM type station. I was the intern that, like, you just would never get full time there. You got to go to small towns, cut your teeth,
Mhm.
get good, and then maybe you can come back to your hometown full time. But so I would go down to Olympia, which is the capital, and it's a smaller radio market, but it still has Seattle stations that bleed in. So there's these small little stations in Olympia that only hit Olympia. And so I would go down there Monday through Friday, living with my sister, go do nights on this tiny station run by this guy that loved 80s rock, 90s rock, like Kiss and Ozzy, like some hard stuff. But this guy's in his 60s, and he's programming a station that's playing Britney Spears in her prime. So he did not want to. The owners are like, play the hits, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Britney Spears. And he's like, I'll play them. But then he would slide in AC/DC. So I'd play Britney Spears next to AC/DC because this guy was stubborn, the program director.
No way.
But he's a 60-year-old dude that would spell everything phonetically. So when he would write, here's to Monday, he would write Mundeee, and okay, that's his thing. Monday. But then he would spell, the evening show Jayar, and he would spell
how you got it?
Jayar, and I tucked that away. Like, I like the way that looked. And think about Seattle in the early 2000s. King Griffey Jr. was king of Seattle.
Oh, yeah.
So J.R. meant junior.
Yep.
And so a guy at the station was using my first name, and another guy was using my last name, and I couldn't use junior. So everything kind of collided with a 60-year-old dude, AC/DC loving guy that would spell everything out phonetically.
That's crazy. Is the guy still living, do you think?
I don't know. He smoked like a chimney, so I don't know.
Probably not.
Yeah, that was 20-some years ago.
Wow.
But
that's incredible. Thank you for that story.
Yeah, that was free. Two things. We got a green screen behind us,
cool,
and we're not going to know what's on that green screen till we're done.
Okay.
This envelope right here, I have no clue what's on it.
Okay.
The film department has written out what the backdrop's going to be, and we'll find out at the end.
All right.
But let's give this wheel a spin. There's lots of things. There's faith questions, general questions. There's prize, fantasy, kind of like out of the box, weird questions. Let's just give it a go here.
All right,
see what we come up with.
I asked before if this thing was rigged, but there's nobody behind it.
Yeah, no. Okay, let's go general here.
Okay. There.
Okay, who is... there was a window of time many, many years ago where Christian faith music always had to have a Christian version of, like, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. Oh, we got +1. It's a boy band. And then there was like Delirious was the U2.
My favorite thing people would say was, if you like if you like U2, you'll love Newsboys. Yeah. That kind of thing.
This version has actually been baptized. So it is a Christian, as if you can, somebody used to always say, a song can't be a Christian. So is there something Christian or not Christian? So who would you say, from your point of view, so this is like the internet saying, if you like blah, blah, you'll love Brandon Heath. Who do you think you are the version of from a...
Well, the easy comparison, but this one's kind of tricky. But at the time, Matt Carney was doing really well on the pop charts.
Right.
So I was the easy comparison to Matt Carney, but then he was also on country or on Christian as well. So is Matt Carney, pretty much any 20-something male with a guitar was the easy comparison.
Yeah.
Help me out. I'm
Coolio.
drawing a blank. Yeah, Coolio for sure. Young guy with a guitar. I wonder if he
Jason
Mraz.
Mraz.
Yeah, Mraz. Yep.
Jason Mraz, and then
actually, I think I remember seeing that in like my bio.
Yeah,
he's like a new Jason Mraz
that talks
for
about
Christians.
Talks about God.
Yes. Yeah. So,
how about this one? In 15 years, nothing musical.
Yeah.
What do you think you could realistically be doing in 15 years that would interest you? Maybe make a living, unless you've got stacks of cash somewhere where you don't need to work at all. But
that's not me.
Okay.
So this is going to be a real
that's
answer.
Jason Mraz.
That's Mraz. No, for me, I have always thought it would be cool to be a barber.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
My granddad was a barber.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Isn't that what Jars Clay's doing now?
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the guys.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm blanking on his name, but yes. Steven.
Steven, yeah.
Yeah. Steve. He's a barber now. Yeah, because, and I've always I've actually already got it mapped out. It's going to be, just a barber shop, but there's going to be guitars on the wall.
Yeah. And
while you're waiting, you play a song.
Okay. Who's playing, the customer or you?
I think the customer is playing a song. Yeah. And I give them 20% off if they play a song for the whole shop.
You live in Nashville where everybody does play guitar?
Yeah.
I don't know if that'd work in Florida because you're going to have people...
Probably wouldn't.
Rang.
Yeah.
What would be frustrating though? I got a haircut the other day and the woman was the guy did not speak much English, that was trying to describe... That's like a big deal to get it right, what you want for your hair.
Oh, yeah.
And he very little English. So he's trying to explain to her what he wants. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I was not understanding.
Yeah.
He was doing a lot of pointing to his hair, but not what he wants done. And she kept almost like taking guesses.
Easiest thing to do, if you don't know how to describe what you want done with your hair, bring a picture of a celebrity with the haircut that you want. Right. That's what I learned early on.
Yeah.
Because I don't speak the lingo, like the barber lingo. Although I do know I like a number 2, which I got this a couple of days ago.
Yeah. Looks great.
Number 2 razor, and then how many inches you want off the top.
Yeah.
That's always helpful.
My son always wants Cristiano Ronaldo's haircut.
Yeah, totally.
So he would walk in and show, Cristiano is just this beautiful human.
Exactly.
And so my son would always get upset when he would walk out. Like
he wasn't quite so
I
beautiful.
look nothing like Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm like, 1, you're not Portuguese.
Yeah.
And 2, he's a 10.
Right.
And that got weird. I don't know. I don't know what my
10?
son is, but I'm saying, let's start with you're not Portuguese, and you're not gonna come out looking like the guy. This is just hair,
Yeah.
But he always would say, I show them the picture, and I come away looking nothing like him.
Yeah. Well, maybe try a different barber. Maybe they could pull off a miracle. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Barbershop.
That could be could be something in your future, but also people don't talk about the unglamorous side of doing people's hair. Let
me tell you about one.
Yeah.
You can get hair in your skin. It's like a hair shard. Ooh. They get stuck in your hair, in your skin, like splinters.
Yeah.
Hairs can.
Ooh.
So let's talk about that's one of the non-glamorous factoids about being a barber.
Not hair coming in on your clothes, like every day you got to brush off and wash. Now we're talking.
It will like stab you in your skin.
Somebody else's hair. Oof. Okay.
Yeah. I'm rethinking what I want to do in 15 years, honestly.
Talked yourself out of it.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's give another spin here.
Okay. Another spin.
Yeah.
Let's go. I hit fantasy.
Okay.
So
if God said, Brandon, I want you to quit music today, and you're gonna go be a missionary, what culture would be sort of Nineveh for you? Like, no. And what one would you love if he was like, go here, you would love it? Actually, you can take this serious. Is there a culture you're already kind of like, oh, I'd love to go be a part of?
I mean, honestly, anywhere in Africa. I just think culture's amazing in Africa, but we're talking fantasy right now. So
it could be real.
I'm going Bora Bora.
Okay.
I've never been there before, but that's where they have the huts that are above the water. Yeah. And I just think that would be so. I would minister to tourists.
Yeah. Which you come to Florida and do that. We've got.
That's true.
I always wonder if they put a filter, because I've seen those huts, and like if they're putting some kind of crazy blue filter on those, and you get there and it's just gray.
This is murky.
I
don't think they are. I've had a couple of friends go.
Okay.
They're just talking about it's otherworldly.
Yeah.
So I would rough it for Jesus in Bora Bora.
Right. Okay. Good. And maybe a culture you'd be like, oh, no. Is there one that pops in your mind that would be a tough one for you to go sell everything and move to blank? We're only on in the Southeast, so you can't offend too many people.
A culture that would be really tough. I have to
even
be
if it's not the
people.
If it's, let's say it's not the people, it's like just living quarters wise.
Anywhere around or next to a volcano. Okay. Because that's like one of my worst fears is being caught in like a volcano eruption or whatever.
Okay, so Hawaii's out.
No, Hawaii I would do.
Okay, I would risk it for Jesus. Yeah,
I would risk it for Jesus in Hawaii.
Yeah,
but like
Nepal maybe.
Yeah, Nepal, like extreme cold.
Yeah,
that would be. Yeah,
send someone else, Lord.
Yeah.
If you need me, I'll be in Bora Bora.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, any natural like disaster area that's like the high risk of natural disaster, probably going to steer clear of that.
All right. Yeah.
Unless Jesus sends me.
Yeah. It'd have to be really clear, though.
It'd have to be super clear.
I used to be a guy that would read license plates like, are you speaking? Like there was a girl I was asking, God, do you want me to be married to her? about to get engaged, but I wasn't sure if it was the best. And I was a license plate reader, like if the letter. And right after I prayed it, her first, middle, and last name, the 3 letters, her initials, were on a license plate in front of me at a stoplight.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
And I went to go get engaged, and then we broke up. So
okay. So are you still reading license plates?
No,
after
that was it.
Yeah.
For me.
You're like, yeah, I'm good.
Like, that was just timing, wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah.
And that's $500 I'll never get back for that ring. I wasn't making.
You know what? I did a silent retreat one time, like full on. I want to hear the voice of God.
Like every Matthew West album.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cabin.
So I did a silent retreat because I was like, I should have asked this girl out. And I go, and God didn't say a word about it. Didn't say a word. I asked the girl out. Didn't work out.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, I got to hear from God before I.
Yeah.
Not that I'm going to be asking any more girls out.
No.
I landed CB Heath, who is
wonderful.
A big score for me. Yeah.
Let's go into new music from Brandon Heath, a song called That's Enough. Can you walk us up that one?
Yeah, man. I wrote this song in 19. I was going through a season of honestly wondering if I wanted to continue to be an artist. I didn't want to be done with music because I love to write songs. But me being the vehicle for a song, I just didn't know if I wanted to do that anymore.
Yeah.
I was going through actually a tough time in my life.
Yeah.
And showed up to write this song, didn't feel like I had anything to offer, and God completely put this song on my heart, wrote it that day, and then a couple of years later, when I was considering, getting back into being an artist again, this was the song that was really the catalyst for all that. So
it's kind of interesting because you mentioned off air a mutual friend of ours, Bebo Norman.
Yeah.
Who I think is one of the greatest vocalists in the history of faith-based music. He just in time could not do the on stage anymore. He just, it was anxiety or something. And so it is kind of interesting that somebody can have great talent, like you have talent, but that doesn't always mean that this is your livelihood or I'm going to be on a stage forever,
Yeah.
So it's interesting to hear you wrestling with, am I the guy to carry this song to masses?
Yeah. And I wasn't sure, but it fit me so well. It said where I was in my life, and it kind of broke it down into, I'm here, I'm loved, God is good. And that really is enough for today. When you don't have anything else to offer, you just have to break it down. And so that's what I did with this chorus, and it's kind of become a theme for my life, the chapter of life that I'm in.
And let's spin the wheel one more time.
Give me a prize. Give me a prize. Give me.
Hey, prize!
All right.
We have a closet full of gifts in the back there.
Okay.
They're all wrapped, and I can go grab one, or you can just open that door and just pick whatever one you want. Come back here, and we've had surge protectors, toilet paper, bath
this
towels.
a Red Ryder shotgun, maybe.
It's
BB gun?
it's a small one, maybe.
Maybe a small one.
Yeah.
It's Christmas wrapping. Well done.
Yeah.
A Swiffer XL, dry and wet.
Yeah. I didn't get any of the attachments, so hopefully. Yeah, I don't know what.
So, surely it's got to come with all. Yeah, it comes with 8 dry sheets and two wet.
Good. I didn't want to give you an errand. Like, now I got to go buy a bunch of dry pads. And
Well, I was going to say, did you need me to clean while I'm here?
No. This is a gift for coming in.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
I have no idea where I'll use this, but
yeah, start with the floor.
the floor is a good one.
That's a good start.
Do you think I could do what's the event in the Olympics with
curling.
Curling.
Yeah.
Maybe I could start curling with this.
If around Christmas time in Nashville I see you on an ice rink with your Swiffer, it'll warm my heart.
Okay.
Yeah. With your kids.
Don't dare me, because I might have to do that.
Let's find out what you and I have been talking in front of. If you could open that.
All right.
I don't know what this is. So it's going to be a complete surprise to both of us here.
I remember doing interviews with you over the years. You always have envelopes, or at least
Yeah.
for sound effects.
Yeah, that's
or
true.
anything. We are in front of Atlanta traffic.
Oh, and that's a good traffic to be in front of.
That's where I want to be, right there. Eating a Chick-fil-A, slurping on,
Sweet tea
sweet
or
tea.
lemonade.
Well, I go Arnold Palmer.
Okay.
Half lemonade, half sweet tea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. ATL. Bring
Yeah.
on the traffic.
Right. That's a good one.
Is
right
it back there right now?
Yeah, it's back there.
Like, can I get over? Can I get over? Okay.
We're gonna have to blur that. Let's make it realistic. All right. Hey, thank you for taking a moment. Always great to have you in, my friend.
Man, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
The Thursday Afternoon Chat. Your favorite artists with Jayar.